Chapter 1, Girl Named Hana. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled deep within the woods of Japan, there lived a young girl named Hana. Hana was known for her adventurous spirit and fearlessness, but little did she know that her courage would soon be put to the ultimate test. One chilly autumn evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Hana's parents warned her not to venture into the forest after dark. They spoke of strange creatures and malevolent spirits that roamed the woods at night, but Hana, eager to prove her bravery, paid no heed to their warnings. With a flicker of defiance in her eyes, Hana slipped out of her family's home and into the darkness of the forest. The trees loomed overhead like silent sentinels, their branches swaying ominously in the cool night breeze. But Hana pressed on, her heart pounding with excitement as she ventured deeper into the unknown. As the hours passed, Hana lost track of time, her senses heightened by the eerie stillness of the forest. Suddenly, a rustling sound echoed through the trees, sending a shiver down her spine. She froze in place, her breath catching in her throat as she strained to listen. Then, from the shadows emerged a figure, tall and slender, with glowing eyes that pierced the darkness like twin orbs of fire. It was the Kana, a vengeful spirit known to prey upon unsuspecting travelers in the dead of night. Hana's blood ran cold as she realized the danger she was in, but her instincts kicked in, and she bolted through the forest, her heart pounding in her chest. The Kana gave chase, her laughter echoing through the trees as she pursued her prey with relentless determination. Through thicket and thorn, Hana ran, her breath coming in ragged gasps as she pushed herself to the brink of exhaustion. But no matter how fast she ran, the spirit was always one step behind, her twisted grin never far from sight. Just when all hope seemed lost, Hana stumbled upon a clearing bathed in moonlight, its serene beauty a stark contrast to the chaos of the forest. With nowhere left to run, she turned to face her pursuer, her heart racing as she prepared to make her final stand. But as the Kana closed in for the kill, a voice rang out from the darkness. A voice filled with ancient power and righteous fury. It was the spirit of Hana's ancestors, come to her aid in her darkest hour of need. With a flash of blinding light, the spirit banished the Kana back into the depths of the forest, her malevolent laughter fading into the night. And as dawn broke over the horizon, Hana emerged from the forest, her courage stronger than ever before, knowing that she had faced her greatest fear and emerged victorious. Chapter 2, The Haunted Shrine. As dawn broke over the village, Hana returned home, her heart still racing from her encounter with the Kana. She knew that she had narrowly escaped a fate worse than death, but the memory of the spirit's twisted grin lingered in her mind like a haunting melody. Determined to put the events of the previous night behind her, Hana resolved to focus on her daily chores and duties. But try as she might, she couldn't shake the feeling of unease that clung to her like a shadow, a constant reminder of the danger that lurked in the darkness. Weeks passed, and life in the village returned to normal, but Hana couldn't shake the feeling that something was amiss. Strange occurrences began to plague the village, from mysterious disappearances to unexplained sightings of ghostly apparitions in the dead of night. Rumors spread like wildfire through the village, whispers of a cursed shrine hidden deep within the forest, a place where the boundary between the living and the dead grew thin. They said that those who dared to venture too close risked angering the spirits that dwelled within, inviting misfortune upon themselves and their loved ones. Unable to ignore the call of adventure, Hana made up her mind to uncover the truth behind the rumors of the haunted shrine. With a sense of determination burning in her heart, she set out into the forest once more, her footsteps guided by a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. As she ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew thick with the scent of pine and moss, and the sounds of the village faded into the distance. The forest seemed alive with an energy all its own, as if it were watching Hana's every move with a mixture of anticipation and dread. After what felt like hours of wandering through the labyrinthine maze of trees and undergrowth, Hana stumbled upon a clearing bathed in dappled sunlight. At its center stood a dilapidated shrine, its weathered walls adorned with faded symbols and cracked statues of forgotten gods. With a sense of trepidation, Hana approached the shrine, her heart pounding in her chest as she crossed the threshold into the courtyard beyond. The air grew still and silent, and a chill ran down her spine as she felt the weight of unseen eyes upon her. Suddenly, a voice pierced the stillness, a soft, melodic whisper that sent shivers down Hana's spine. She turned to see a figure emerging from the shadows, a spectral form clad in flowing white robes. It was the spirit of a young maiden, her eyes hollow and empty, her expression twisted with anguish and despair. With a haunting wail, she reached out towards Hana, her fingers stretching impossibly long as if to claim her for her own. Terrified, Hana stumbled backwards, her mind reeling with fear and confusion. She knew that she should flee, that she should run as far and as fast as she could, but something held her rooted to the spot, an unexplainable fascination with the spirit that stood before her. As the spirit drew closer, Hana felt a surge of empathy welling up inside her, a desire to understand the pain and suffering that had driven the maiden to such desperate measures. With a trembling hand, she reached out towards the spirit, her fingers brushing against the cold, ethereal surface of her form. And in that moment, something miraculous happened. The spirit's eyes softened, and her twisted expression melted away, replaced by a sense of peace and serenity. With a whispered word of gratitude, she vanished into the ether, leaving Hana alone in the silence of the forest. As Hana emerged from the shrine, her heart filled with a newfound sense of purpose. She knew that she had stumbled upon something far greater than herself, something that would change the course of her destiny forever. And as she returned to the village, she vowed to uncover the truth behind the haunted shrine and the spirits that dwelled within, no matter the cost. Chapter 3: The Guardian's Secret. Days turned into weeks, and Hana's quest to uncover the truth behind the haunted shrine consumed her thoughts day and night. She spent hours poring over ancient scrolls and speaking with the village elders, searching for clues that would unravel the mystery of the spirits that dwelled within. But try as she might, Hana could find no answers, no explanation for the strange occurrences that plagued the village. It seemed as if the spirits were determined to keep their secrets hidden, their presence a constant reminder of the fragile balance between the living and the dead. One evening, as Hana sat by the fire in her family's home, a sudden knock at the door shattered the stillness of the night. With a sense of trepidation, she rose to answer it, her heart pounding in her chest as she wondered who could be calling at such a late hour. To her surprise, standing on the doorstep was an old man, his weathered face lined with age and wisdom. He introduced himself as Ojizan, the guardian of the forest, and spoke of a secret that had been passed down through generations of his family. With a sense of urgency in his voice, Ojizan told Hana of a hidden path that led deep into the heart of the forest, a path that few had dared to tread. He spoke of a sacred grove where the spirits of the forest dwelled, and of a power that lay dormant, waiting to be awakened by those pure of heart and strong of will. Intrigued by Ojizan's words, Hana made up her mind to follow the path into the forest and uncover the truth behind the spirits that haunted the village. With a sense of determination burning in her heart, she bid farewell to her family and set out into the darkness of the night. As she ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew thick with anticipation, and the sounds of the village faded into the distance. The forest seemed alive with an energy all its own, as if it were guiding Hana towards her destiny with every step she took. After what felt like hours of walking, Hana stumbled upon a clearing bathed in moonlight, its serene beauty a stark contrast to the darkness that surrounded it. At its center stood a grove of ancient trees, their branches reaching towards the sky like outstretched arms. With a sense of reverence, Hana approached the grove, her heart pounding in her chest as she felt the presence of the spirits that dwelled within. She closed her eyes and breathed deeply, letting the power of the forest wash over her like a tidal wave. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the darkness, a voice filled with ancient power and wisdom. It was the spirit of the forest, speaking to Hana in a language older than time itself. With a sense of wonder, Hana listened as the spirit told her of a prophecy that had been foretold long ago, a prophecy that spoke of a chosen one who would bring balance to the world and unite the realms of the living and the dead. And as the spirit faded back into the shadows, leaving Hana alone in the darkness, she knew that she had been chosen for a purpose far greater than herself. With a newfound sense of determination burning in her heart, she vowed to unlock the secrets of the haunted shrine and fulfill her destiny as the guardian of the forest. Chapter 4: The Trial of Courage. With the knowledge of her destiny weighing heavily on her shoulders, Hana knew that she must prove herself worthy of the title of guardian of the forest. Determined to unlock the secrets of the haunted shrine and uncover the truth behind the spirits that dwelled within, she set out into the forest once more, her heart filled with a mixture of excitement and trepidation. As she ventured deeper into the woods, the air grew thick with anticipation, and the sounds of the village faded into the distance. The forest seemed alive with an energy all its own, as if it were watching Hana's every move with a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. After what felt like hours of walking, Hana stumbled upon the familiar clearing where the haunted shrine stood, its weathered walls looming ominously in the moonlight. With a sense of determination burning in her heart, she approached the shrine, her footsteps echoing eerily in the silence. As she crossed the threshold into the courtyard beyond, a chill ran down Hana's spine, and she felt the weight of unseen eyes upon her. Ignoring the feeling of unease, she pressed on, her senses heightened by the anticipation of what lay ahead. Suddenly, a voice pierced the stillness, a soft, melodic whisper that sent shivers down Hana's spine. She turned to see a figure emerging from the shadows, a spectral form clad in flowing white robes. It was the spirit of the young maiden, her eyes filled with sorrow and longing as she gazed upon Hana with a mixture of curiosity and apprehension. With a trembling voice, she spoke of the trials that awaited those who sought to unlock the secrets of the haunted shrine, trials that would test their courage and resolve to the breaking point. Undeterred by the spirit's warning, Hana nodded solemnly, her heart filled with a determination to prove herself worthy of her destiny. With a sense of purpose burning in her heart, she followed the spirit deeper into the shrine, her footsteps echoing in the darkness as she prepared to face whatever challenges lay ahead. As she ventured deeper into the labyrinthine corridors of the shrine, Hana's senses were assaulted by a barrage of sights and sounds that seemed to defy logic and reason. Shadows danced on the walls, and whispers drifted through the air, taunting her with their cryptic messages and hidden meanings. But still, she pressed on, her resolve unyielding as she faced each trial with courage and determination. She braved the darkness of the labyrinth, navigated treacherous traps and pitfalls, and faced off against spectral guardians that sought to test her mettle. And as she emerged victorious from the final trial, her heart filled with a sense of pride and accomplishment. She had proven herself worthy of the title of guardian of the forest, and she knew that her journey was far from over. With a newfound sense of purpose burning in her heart, Hana vowed to continue her quest to uncover the truth behind the haunted shrine and the spirits that dwelled within. And as she stepped out into the moonlit night, she knew that the greatest challenges still lay ahead, but she was ready to face them head-on, armed with courage, determination, and the power of the forest at her side. Chapter 5: the spirit's revelation. As Hana emerged from the haunted shrine, her heart still racing from the trials she had faced, she was met by the gentle rustle of leaves and the whisper of the wind through the trees. The forest seemed alive with an energy all its own, as if it were rejoicing in her victory and guiding her towards her next challenge. With a sense of determination burning in her heart, Hana set out into the forest once more, her footsteps guided by the wisdom of the spirits that dwelled within. She knew that her journey was far from over, and that the secrets of the haunted shrine still eluded her grasp. Days turned into weeks, and still, Hana searched tirelessly for answers, scouring the forest for clues that would unravel the mystery of the spirits that haunted the village. But try as she might, she could find no trace of the truth, no hint of the power that lay dormant within the shrine's ancient walls. One evening, as Hana sat by the fire in her family's home, a sudden knock at the door shattered the stillness of the night. With a sense of trepidation, she rose to answer it, her heart pounding in her chest as she wondered who could be calling at such a late hour. To her surprise, standing on the doorstep was Ojizan, the guardian of the forest, his eyes filled with a mixture of sadness and determination. He spoke of a revelation that had been hidden from Hana since the beginning of her journey, a truth that would change the course of her destiny forever. With a sense of urgency in his voice, Ojizan told Hana of a prophecy that had been foretold long ago, a prophecy that spoke of a chosen one who would bring balance to the world and unite the realms of the living and the dead. He spoke of Hana's role as the guardian of the forest, and of the power that lay dormant within her waiting to be awakened. Shocked and bewildered by Ojizan's words, Hana listened in disbelief as he revealed the truth behind the haunted shrine and the spirits that dwelled within. She learned of a great evil that threatened to engulf the world in darkness, and of her role as the chosen one who would stand against it. With a sense of purpose burning in her heart, Hana made up her mind to embrace her destiny and fulfill the prophecy that had been foretold so long ago. With Ojizan's guidance and the power of the forest at her side, she knew that she would face whatever challenges lay ahead, armed with courage, determination, and the unwavering belief that she was destined for greatness. Chapter 6: The Final Confrontation. With the weight of destiny upon her shoulders, Hana embarked on the final leg of her journey, determined to confront the darkness that threatened to engulf the world. Guided by the wisdom of the spirits and the unwavering belief in her own strength, she ventured deeper into the heart of the forest, her resolve unyielding despite the dangers that lay ahead. As she traversed through the dense foliage and tangled undergrowth, Hana could feel the oppressive aura of malevolence growing stronger with each step she took. Shadows danced on the trees, and the air was heavy with the stench of decay, a grim reminder of the evil that lurked just beyond the shadows. But Hana pressed on, her heart filled with a fierce determination to vanquish the darkness and restore balance to the world. With each passing moment, she drew closer to her ultimate destination, a place where the fate of the world would be decided once and for all. Finally, after days of relentless travel, Hana stumbled upon a clearing bathed in moonlight, its serene beauty a stark contrast to the darkness that surrounded it. At its center stood a towering fortress, its blackened walls reaching towards the sky like the claws of a monstrous beast. With a sense of trepidation, Hana approached the fortress, her footsteps echoing in the silence as she prepared to face the source of the evil that had plagued the world for so long. As she crossed the threshold into the courtyard beyond, a chill ran down her spine, and she felt the weight of unseen eyes upon her. Suddenly, a voice pierced the stillness, a voice filled with malice and hatred. It was the voice of the darkness itself, speaking to Hana in a language older than time itself. With a sense of dread creeping over her, she pressed on, her heart filled with a determination to confront the evil that lay within. As she ventured deeper into the fortress, Hana encountered beings of unspeakable horror and malevolence, creatures that sought to thwart her at every turn. But with each challenge she faced, she grew stronger and more resilient, her courage unwavering in the face of adversity. And then, finally, after what felt like an eternity, Hana reached the heart of the fortress, where the source of the evil awaited her. With a sense of resolve burning in her heart, she prepared to confront her greatest challenge yet, knowing that the fate of the world hung in the balance. As she stepped into the chamber, Hana was met by a figure shrouded in darkness, its eyes glowing with an otherworldly light. It was the embodiment of the evil that had plagued the world for so long, a being of unspeakable power and malevolence. With a sense of determination burning in her heart, Hana faced off against the darkness, her strength bolstered by the power of the forest and the spirits that dwelled within. With each blow she struck, she could feel the darkness weakening, its grip on the world loosening with every passing moment. And then, with one final strike, Hana delivered the decisive blow, banishing the darkness back into the depths of the abyss from whence it came. As the chamber filled with blinding light, she felt a sense of peace wash over her, knowing that she had fulfilled her destiny and saved the world from destruction. As dawn broke over the horizon, Hana emerged from the fortress, her heart filled with a sense of triumph and accomplishment. She had faced her greatest challenge and emerged victorious, proving herself worthy of the title of guardian of the forest. And as she returned to the village, she knew that her journey was far from over. With the power of the forest at her side and the wisdom of the spirits to guide her, she would continue to protect the world from the forces of darkness, ensuring that balance was maintained for generations to come.